Hello and welcome. I'm Maria Ressa. This is your 6 p.m. wrap.
Please state your name.
Rodrigo Roa Duterte,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully
that I will faithfully
and conscientiously
and conscientiously
fulfill
fulfill
my duties
my duties
as President
as
of the
President
Philippines,
of the Philippines,
preserve
preserve
and defend its
and
Constitution,
defend the Constitution,
execute
execute
its laws,
the laws,
do justice to every man,
do justice to every man,
and consecrate myself
and consecrate myself
to the service of the nation.
to the service of the nation.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Rodrigo Duterte takes his oath as the 16th President of the Philippines. He addresses critics of his iron fist approach, saying he knows the limits of his power as president.
I know that there are those who do not approve of my methods of fighting criminality. In response, let me say this. I have seen how corruption bled the government of funds which were allocated for the use in uplifting the poor from the mire that they are in. I have seen how illegal drugs destroy individuals and ruin family relationships. Look at this from that perspective and tell me that I am wrong. I know the limits of the power and authority of the president. I know what is legal and what is not. My adherence to due process and the rule of law is uncompromising.
Leni Robredo also takes her oath Thursday at the Quezon City Executive House as the 14th Vice President of the Philippines.
Ako si, banggitin ang iyong pangalan,
Ako si Maria Ressa Robredo.
ay taimtim kong pinanunumpaan,
Ay taimtim kong pinanunumpaan,
natutuparin ko ng buong katapatan at sigasig
ng buong katapatan at sigasig.
ang aking mga tungkulin
Ang aking mga tungkulin
bilang pangalawang Pangulo ng Pilipinas.
bilang pangalawang Pangulo ng Pilipinas.
Pangangalagaan at ipagtatanggol ang kanyang konstitusyon.
Pangangalagaan at ipagtatanggol ang kanyang konstitusyon.
Ipatutupad ang mga batas nito.
Ipatutupad ang mga batas nito.
Magiging makatarungan sa bawat tao.
Magiging makatarungan sa bawat tao.
At itatalaga ang aking sarili sa paglilingkod sa bansa.
At itatalaga ang aking sarili sa paglilingkod sa bansa.
Kasihan nawa ako ng Diyos.
Kasihan nawa ako ng Diyos.
Robredo promises openness and asks for unity, adding she shares the same goals as President Duterte.
Ang mga pangarap ng ating Pangulo at ating mga plano para sa bansa ay nagkakatugma patungo sa iisang hangarin. Ang mabigyan ng tunay na kaunlaran ang ating mga kababayan, lalo na ang mga napapag-iwanan. Ang hamon sa atin ay magsama-sama. Paigtingin ang ating pagkakaisa at gawing lakas, hindi hadlang, ang ating pagkakaiba. Bukas ang pintuan ng tanggapan ng pangalawang Pangulo sa lahat, anuman ang katayuan sa buhay. Anuman ang paniniwala o anuman ang partido.
Former President Benigno Aquino steps down from office and returns to his home in Times Street in Quezon City. Neighbors and hundreds of supporters welcome Aquino, who earlier said it's a huge burden off his shoulders. The Aquino family has lived in this house since 1961. Aquino earlier said he's leaving with a smile and his head held high, satisfied with his government's accomplishments. China's foreign minister says the Asian giant will reject the Hague ruling on the case over the disputed South China Sea. This after the Permanent Court of Arbitration announced its ruling will be out July 12. Philippine officials filed the case against China in 2013. China claims most of the sea, building artificial islands in disputed waters for military use. Foreign Ministry spokesman Hong Lei says China does not accept any means of third-party dispute settlement. Philippine officials insist China is and remains a party to the arbitration and is bound under international law. The race is on to find the United Kingdom's next Prime Minister. This is after the shock Brexit vote last week when 52% voted to leave the European Union. British Prime Minister David Cameron set to step down as early as October. Around 150,000 party members will choose the new leader. Results will be announced on September 9. Data from the EgyptAir black box confirms smoke triggered the alarm before the plane crashed. EgyptAir MS-804 crashed into the Mediterranean last month during its flight from Paris to Cairo. There were no survivors. Investigators say the data is consistent with earlier messages of lavatory and avionics smoke. The plane made a 360-degree turn before hitting the sea. The second black box, or cockpit voice recorder, is set to be repaired next at France's Air Safety Agency. That's your 6 p.m. wrap. Join us again tomorrow for the day's top news. I'm Maria Ressa. Remember, tomorrow begins today.